everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a how to contour video. A lot of YouTubers don't really go into depth about how they contour, and it's something that a lot of people want to know how to do. So I'm going to go in depth on how to contour, and then in my next video I'm going to do how to apply false lashes, so there will be that video as well. Let's just go ahead and get started. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And yeah, I already put on primer and foundation. I am going to show you how I apply my concealer because it is kind of part of how you contour. So I use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I love the consistency of this. So this one it stays creamy. So I take my concealer and I go ahead and put it right under my eye and then bring it out towards my cheek. And then I cover up any pimples. I also put it on my chin. For concealer, you want your concealer to be a few shades lighter than your actual foundation because it'll highlight the inner parts of your face, helping to contour. And then I put it on the bridge of my nose and then up on my forehead. I also put it under my nose just because I get some redness right there, and then right there my cupid's bow. And then just taking a damp beauty sponge, I'm gonna blend that out. I also go ahead and take whatever's left on my sponge and put it on my eyelid. This helps prime it for eyeshadow. I think that concealer and setting it with powder afterward, I think it works the best. So now that I have my concealer and my foundation on, I'm gonna go ahead and set everything with a translucent powder. I use the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and then using the other end of my damp beauty sponge, I'm just gonna dip it into the powder, go ahead and set my face. I like this method because it really lets the powder melt into your skin. And then again, going and setting it onto my eyelid. So I had to fix the brightness on my camera because it was showing me like I was stark white. But yeah, so now that I have my face all set, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with bronzer. So I'm using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and then picking up a bigger fluffy brush. The one that I'm using is a Morphe R2 brush. Now I love this brush because it is like tapered at the end and then pointier in the middle, and it's kind of thinner on the sides. So it kind of sculpts your face for you, and you don't really have to do as much. But for bronzer, you're just gonna go ahead. Basically, you're gonna imagine there's a line from the top of your ear right here to the sides of your lips. And you're just gonna go ahead and follow that line, making sure to blend upwards rather than downwards, or else you're gonna make it muddy. Now you don't want to bring the bronzer all the way down to your lip. Like, you don't want to bring it all the way down here, or else it'll just look weird and not very sculpted. So you just want to kind of go halfway, really making sure to blend it out. And then I'm going to take some more bronzer and go ahead and put it on the top of my forehead. Now for me personally, the way my face is shaped, it's more round, so I have kind of a shorter forehead, so I don't want to bring the bronzer up here in the center of my forehead, or else it'll kind of make me look even more rounded. So I just put it on the sides of my forehead to make sure that I don't have a more rounded face. Now if you have a bigger forehead, then you would want to bring your bronzer up in here. It just depends on your face shape, really. And then bring it on the temples. Again, making sure to blend it really, really well. So now that we have all of the bronzer on our face, I'm gonna go ahead and bronze my nose. For my nose, I'm going to be using Morphe E18 for your nose contour. You want to make the lines as close together as possible. You don't want to follow your natural nose shape if you want a thinner nose. Starting at the bridge of my nose, I'm just going to start up here and then bring it down. So now that I have contoured the bridge of my nose, I'm going to blend it out later. I know it looks kind of crazy, but now I'm going to take from the bridge of my nose right here in the middle, I'm going to take it and meet it to the corner of my eyebrow in a curved shape. Now I'm going to take this Morphe E47, it's kind of slanted, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend all of that out. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my foundation brush and I'm going to blend it out some more. So now that we have our face all bronzed, we're actually going to go ahead and take a contour. So the reason that we bronze first, bronzing isn't the same as contouring. Bronzing is the step before contouring to really make the contour blend into the rest of your face. So we're going to take a smaller, more precise brush. This one is the Morphe R10. So taking my Anastasia contour kit in light to medium, I'm going to go ahead and open it and taking this gray toned contour shade in the middle. I'm going to take that, like before, imagine that there's a line from the top of your ear to the corner of your mouth, and really get precise and carve out your cheekbones. And then just dipping into it again, I'm going to go up right where my hairline is. I'm going to sculpt right here. And then again on the other side. So as you can see, it really blends it all together when you do the bronzer and then the contour, so that way you have contour shade, a little bit of the bronzer, and then like your natural foundation and stuff. It really helps it to blend it all together and make it look more natural. After I do all that, taking my foundation brush, I'm just gonna blend it a little more, going very light-handed on it. And now taking a more precise brush, like this one that I used for the bronzer was an E18. Now I'm going to go in with a E36, and taking that same contour shade, I'm just going to go right over what we did. And then again, taking the E47, I'm just going to blend that out. And then taking my foundation brush again, I'm just going to blend all of that out. So now that the contouring is done, you're just going to want to take your translucent powder and taking your beauty sponge, you're just going to carve right underneath where we contoured, and this is just going to help clean up any mistakes that we had. Now, go ahead and get your blush, and taking a M530, I'm just going to dip it into that middle shade. And going right above where we just contoured, I'm going to put my blush. Okay, so now that we're all blushed, we're going to go ahead and highlight. I'm going to go into Champagne Pop with a M510. These are all Morphe brushes, by the way. And then just going right on your cheekbone, like if you touch, you can feel like the hard bone right here, and you're just gonna apply that right on it. Going up, kind of in like a C motion, and then I like to bring it above my brow bone and kind of lightly drag it up. And then I also like to put it on the apples of my cheeks, so that way it's not just highlighting when I look to the side, it's also highlighting when I look straight forward. Usually I'll use the same brush for the bridge of my nose, but since I went ahead and contoured, I'm actually going to take a more precise brush. I'm going to take the M213 brush and go right in between. And then taking it, I'm just going to take whatever's left on my bigger brush and go up my forehead, and then on my cupid's bow. And a little on my chin. And now I'm just going to go ahead and take my E41 powder brush and just wipe away the excess powder. And we're all done, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish my face, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and finished all my makeup. I really hope that you all enjoyed this video on how to contour. I think I went in a lot of depth. I hope I went into a lot of depth for you guys, so you guys can see how to accomplish that sculpted look. I also am going to be doing a how to apply false lashes video. So yeah, if you want to learn how to put on false lashes, go ahead and watch that video. It should be coming up in like a few days. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope you all learned something. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you do like these kind of how-to videos, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And if you have any other suggestions on things you want to learn how to do that you want more in depth on, then go ahead and leave a comment down below. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!